What's up, everybody? This is Gojo, and I'm bringing you guys one of the idea suggestions on my comments. And I'm bringing you guys one of the ideas is where Goku was born with the short key. Now, how this will happen, how is this possible? Well, most likely when Beerus would have destroyed planet Vegeta, most likely some of his destruction key would have been absorbed because of the cosmic between him and Goku. Because of that, Goku was able to absorb Beerus' destruction energy, making him practically almost complete destroyer. With this, Goku will probably have the ability of practically using the Hakai like in the other destroyers, but his key is destructive, meaning that he can practically destroy anything if it's much more weaker than him. Now, this will practically mean that Goku has God Key automatically, but no, he actually doesn't. He actually does not possess the God Key, but the Destroyer Key is actually close to it, which practically allows Goku to become much stronger. Now, if you guys are wondering how Goku became so strong after absorbing the Destroyer Key, I'll say his power level from 2 raised to 2,000 just when he's a baby. This is how powerful the Destroyer Key is in comparison to any other keys except the God Key. So yeah, with this Goku is able to become incredibly powerful and strong. Of course, we actually would have known as Goku, and mentioned things that maybe when Goku grows up to be a little bit older, maybe he will actually help him control his energy so he cannot destroy anything around him. Of course, Goku is practically known as my Grandpa Gohan. And eventually, Grandpa Gohan actually realizes that Goku has a purple aura that every time when it's activated, it seems that it destroys everything around Goku and seemingly leaves nothing behind. Now, the instant of the Great Ape happening will mostly go the same, except that since Goku has destroyed Ki, it means that the Great Ape is actually much more better control over it. Now, Goku will most likely decide to cut off his tail, eventually able to see a glimpse of his Great Ape sight, and eventually deciding to cut it off. Of course, eventually, most of the events of the Dragon Balls will most likely go the same, but Goku is able to deal with the threats and having no issue at all. With the of getting the grave accident will not happen because of Goku practically restricting himself for actually growing his tail back, allowing him to not actually grow the weakness. Eventually, he's able to feed them and eventually train with Master Roshi. But eventually, after his full training with Master Roshi would have come to an end, and eventually Goku also defeating King Piccolo, and most of the events happening the same. Whis actually decided to train Goku. When Goku actually decided to accept Whis' training. Saiyan is also Whis tells Goku he can help him control his energy. Eventually, Goku is trained by Whis so he can handle and probably control his destroyer key. Eventually, he's also able to learn the God Key and eventually unlock the Super Saiyan God. But unlike the original Super Saiyan God, Goku's power of a God destruction practically allows the Super Saiyan God to become much more pure than just a regular Super Saiyan God. He does possess the ability of Super Saiyan God, but this makes him a destroyer Super Saiyan God instead. Make him a millions of times, you could say 1,000 times stronger than original Super Saiyan God Goku in the original. Because this Goku is practically trained by Whis, where earlier and for 3 years to say the least. Of course, Goku does not get the attention of Beerus because of Whis able to surprise Goku's presence and his, thanks to his staff. Of course, Goku still most likely appeared to stop Piccolo Jr. Now, if we want Piccolo Jr. is actually much stronger, because he actually would have able to absorb a little bit of the short key, get the full access to it, but you're most likely able to become much stronger because of it, able to practically go to a power level of 800. Of course, Goku is able to dispatch of Piccolo, but of course he was spared like in the original. Goku still married Chi-Chi and eventually have Gohan. Now Goku will not inherit Goku's key because it most likely will not happen because of Goku able to get by just pure luck. Meaning that Goku still has the immense potential that he has, but much more better unlocked because of Goku. Goku will most likely would have trained Gohan of how to handle his energy and even control it better. Since Goku possesses God Key, Gohan will be able to inherit the God Key because of Goku, not the Destroy Key, but the God Key. With this, Goku will still continue on his training with Whis, and eventually Whis also help Chi-Chi with multiple stuff with her home, with eventually Chi-Chi allowing Whis to train Goku. And Goku able to become much stronger because of it, but we're gonna go a little bit back to the past. After Frieza practically destroys the planet of the Saiyans, Frieza almost like would have woke up to Frieza. Of course, there's the same moment that Goku get the short key. When of course Beerus telling Frieza not to get too cocky just because he's able to kill all the Saiyans. As he teleports away back to his planet to have his nap, of course. When of course Frieza actually able to take for a good moment a powerful key, we would say a powerful presence, leaving planet Vegeta. Frieza is kind of scared, thinking that maybe this is a Super Saiyan or maybe even a Super Saiyan God. Little did Frieza knew, it was something even bigger than that. As Frieza decides to train so he can be a little bit prepared for that. With him training himself, Frieza trains for the entire 20 years that Goku spent on Earth. Goku, of course, with Goku not knowing about Frieza would have been training and increase his power a lot, so he can make sure that he stands a chance against the Super Saiyan or even the Super Saiyan God, making sure that he will dispatch of any Saiyan who stays unloyal to him. Of course, Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa knows that Frieza is getting a lot stronger, and is also increasing his empire way faster than the original, than previously. So kind of worried if Frieza is getting too powerful. So also decide to train themselves as well. Even eventually able to find another Saiyan known as Broly. They decide to include him into their team, as they think that maybe with him they can stand a chance. Of course, Goku will continue on with his daily life. Eventually, after the 5 years time skip, right, instead of just rats arriving, all Saiyans arrive with Broly joining them. Goku explains, asks them why they're here and what they want from him. Eventually, Vegeta explains his reasons and why, of course, wants to use the so-called wishing orbs that Goku has. Of course, Goku is reluctant and tells him, that he's not gonna let him do that. But Vegeta powers up with his power level reaching the 180 million. Vegeta must be able to reach this power but not get anything else. Of course, the boy does have control over Zakari, alongside Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta, with Vegeta having a mastery over it with Broly. With, of course, Nappa having a power level of 60 million and Raditz having a mere power level of 1.5 million. Not having a big progress because of him practically being a punching bag, but he's actually able to get a lot stronger. Raditz actually able to learn how to suppress his presence. He's stronger than Nappa, having a power level of 75 million. While Broly is the strongest out of all of them except Vegeta, with a power level of 150 million. Being as strong as the Ken Goku from the original battle between him and Frieza. With Broly can use a card wheel, he reaches a power of 1.15 billion, which makes him even stronger. But they're pale in comparison to Goku, who has a staggering base power level, and has a price power level of 1 trillion. It is how strong Goku is in his base form suppress. If you guys are wondering, Goku's base form is infused with the power of God Ki and his Destroyer Ki, practically making him much and even miles away stronger than he would have been before. This also increases Goku's potential because he's practically a destroyer at birth, you could say. With this, Goku most likely will easily able to deal with both Vegeta and the other Saiyans. Of course, he will accidentally kill Nappa by using some of his Destroyer Ki when fighting. Of course, they will push it, since most likely would have pushed them with their teamwork, more working on that so they can defeat Frieza, but Frieza will be much more powerful than you have thought of. Goku, of course, able to handle them off, but eventually Goku decides to actually use some of his Destroyer Aura, which practically kills Nappa as he tries to actually punch him or even blast him up close, which practically incinerates Nappa and erases him from existence, which applies both Vegeta and Raditz. Of course, Raditz tries to attack Goku, but Goku tries to hold back, but he still kills Raditz accidentally. Only Vegeta and Broly are the ones that are spared because Goku is able to hold just enough energy, even suppresses Destroyer Ki, so they cannot get hurt. Eventually, Goku explains to Broly and Vegeta he will train him so he can defeat Frieza if they want to, or if he wants him to defeat Frieza for Vegeta. Of course, Vegeta, being reluctant, decides to accept Goku's help, telling him that if he helps him defeat Frieza, he will not do anything bad to the Earth or any of the universe. Well, Goku, of course, thinking Vegeta as he tells him that their training will begin soon as he calls for Whis, with Whis appearing and asking Goku what's the matter. With Goku explaining everything about their training, Whis decides to accept both Vegeta and Broly, seeing a lot of potential within the two, and maybe even more. Of course, both Vegeta and Broly were able to train under Whis. Broly will not get the hand of God Ki, but he was able to master his Super Saiyan thanks to Goku, with Goku, of course, able to handle off the power of Destroyer. So Broly was able to master it. While Vegeta was able to achieve Super Saiyan 1 and 2, he was also able to achieve Super Saiyan God thanks to Goku's help. Goku's God form is actually much stronger than Vegeta's. Vegeta's power is not to be slacking, nor is Broly, which by the way makes him the strongest Saiyans by far. But will be enough to face Frieza? We just have to see in the next part. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my channel for a next video. See you next time, my Z fans.